Hey guys, Ashley here, also known as AJ Fan. It is late, I know that, but I just wanted to talk about something that I just found extremely funny watching the Bella Twins biography. I watched it with my sister today. We've been watching biographies, and I really enjoyed their episode. I'm not the biggest Bella Twin fan. I've explained this in the past, and my perspectives of them have changed a lot. Like I said, I'm not a fan. I do think they're both they develop amazing in the ring, and just seeing how much they have passion for the business and they wanted to do better for them and everything. It's just great to know. But that's not what I want to address. I wanted to address the fact that Nikki Bella was injured during her title reign, like during the second half of her title reign. The whole time she explained how she was almost paralyzed and how she wanted to drop the title sooner than she was supposed to, but the company told her no, she wasn't allowed to drop the title or get stripped from it sooner, even though she said she felt hurt and she felt broken and she felt sick and that she couldn't sleep because her neck was literally hurting her and making her work look sloppy in the ring. She admitted that there were times where her legs gave up during a match, and it will last for a good 5 minutes, and then she'll get back to it and finish the match. She mentioned that. What I find extremely funny, and the reason why they didn't strip her is because they wanted her to be AJ Lee's record. I mean, that's just being honest here. I know a lot of people are going to say it's not because of that and because Nikki deserved to break that record because of how much the Bella Twins have developed. And you know what? That's fine. And you know what? I will agree that they did develop a lot from where they were in mid 2009 to where they were in 2014 and 15. But I'm not going to sit here and be stupid and say that a lot of that, her breaking AJ Lee's record, didn't have something to do with the company because of their personal issues and grievances. I'll be stupid to sit here, and a lot of other wrestling fans will be stupid to sit here and say that's not because of it. What I find extremely funny about this is that how she said she wanted to lose her title reign sooner than she was supposed to. But when AJ Lee was injured during her title reign, when CM Punk was injured during his title reign, and he had a caved out knee, concussions, and all this stuff was happening to him, he fought tooth and nail to keep the title reign, to keep that record going, because he wanted to face The Rock. He refused to drop the title sooner than later. But when people talk about this, they call him a whiny ass bitch because he didn't like the fact that he wanted to wrestle injured because the company was forcing him to. He wanted to get surgery. Even though he was rehabbing everything. Same thing Nikki Bella did. She was rehabbing everything without getting surgery. And that's the thing CM Punk was doing. But when he explained this, people were calling him a whiny ass bitch, or he's complaining. He doesn't understand that a lot of wrestlers have wrestled injured. And it's just funny to me because I feel like the hypocrisy when it comes to certain people in this business is really blowing the fuck out of me. It makes me very mad to the point where it's like, Jesus Christ, so you like one person but you hate the other person even though literally the both situations are literally the same. Like, it's just funny to me. And I just find it extremely funny that if people are saying that about CM Punk, I feel like we should be saying the same thing about Nikki Bella. You can like Nikki Bella more than you like CM Punk, that's fine. I don't care who you like more. But if she was also complaining about wanting to drop the title and sick and tired of having to rehab her neck because of the pain that she was feeling, why can't she be called a whiny ass bitch? Even though she wanted to drop the title a hell of a lot sooner than she was suspected to, or than she wanted to. She wanted to drop the title very sooner than she was supposed to Charlotte because her neck was really getting very bad. Her neck was getting bad. She wanted to drop the title to Paige or AJ Lee. She explained this in her biography that she wanted to drop it sooner, but the company told her not to because they were building up her and Charlotte. And I just feel like that's just so hypocritical for WWE fans to say that CM Punk is a whiny bitch or AJ Lee's a whiny ass bitch because they were both wrestled injured. CM Punk wrestled with concussions and a caved out knee and feeling sick and feeling hurt. And when he explained that people were calling him whiny ass bitch or everything like this, and it just fucking blows because why does he deserve to get called that? If you don't like someone, I understand, but he's also a human being. Like, he can't feel hurt, he can't feel degraded. But when someone like Nikki Bella feels this way, it's fine because she's worked very hard for this, so she's allowed to feel this way. Why can't CM Punk feel that way, even though he's worked tooth and hard for a long time to get into WWE, whether we want to believe it or not? And AJ Lee sure as hell worked very hard to get to where the hell she was in that company. I don't care what anyone has to fucking say. She worked her ass off to get to where she was to correct her legacy. And when she had to wrestle injured, the fact that she wrestled with her neck, the same thing with Bella. AJ Lee's neck was caved in. She broke her neck not once but twice in 2014. The first time she broke it, well, not twice in 2014. She broke her neck in 2012, and then she broke her neck again in her TLC match with Nikki Bella. So when AJ Lee left and had to rehab her neck, people was complaining about her being gone and all this other stuff, not really knowing what was going on with her really outside of everything. They were just saying it was because of CM Punk or all this other stuff. People had no idea what they were even talking about. So it's just crazy to me that people are feeling this way. So I just think the hypocrisy just needs to stop. If you honestly feel that way about one wrestler, then you need to feel that way about the other wrestler. Because honestly, if Nikki Bella was complaining, then why can't people just call her whiny ass bitch? I understand why people are not gonna call her that, because she worked very hard to earn that long ass title reign. That's why people are not gonna call her that. And you know, if you feel like she did, that's fine. Me personally, I really don't care for her title reign to have an opinion on it. That's just how I feel. I don't need to disrespect anybody that loves the Bella Twins. I'm not here to disrespect them or anything like that. I'm just making a complete video about how I feel about the situations with what she said and how I feel about other wrestlers who have come out and explained about how they felt about wrestling injured and how fans have attacked them for being whiny or saying you don't know nothing about the business, it's not ballet. But in the biography she explained how she has to wrestle injured with a broken neck for all those months before she dropped her title reign with Charlotte, and she had to rehab it, and she told them that she wanted to drop it, but they forced her not to. So that's just, it's crazy to me, and how it's just crazy. I honestly, and that also how people were talking about how her matches were longer than AJ Lee's during the title reign. If anything, her matches were also just as shorter as AJ Lee's. She mentioned that how at Survivor Series they told her and AJ Lee that they were going to have a 2-minute match after being told they were going to have a longer match than that, and they both were disappointed. So they decided to make the match interesting, and they were going to do a spot where you have not seen this match where Brie kisses AJ Lee and then Nikki wins the title. And she was Nikki said she was very underwhelmed on how she won a title, because she honestly wanted to do a great match with AJ, because she said making a video and you're disturbing it. Sorry, that was my brother, so please don't mind that part. But back to what I was saying. She said she was very disappointed on how the match was, because she said AJ Lee is a great competitor and she's amazing at what she does for her character and her storyline, and she wanted that to go somewhere. So it sucks they had to wrestle for 2 minutes. But WWE also did not mention how AJ Lee was the one who sent out a tweet about wanting women to have longer matches and have characters and have gimmicks and being consistent. They did not show that. They did not mention that, and it just sucks. Like I mentioned this already, I don't think it's fair that AJ Lee is being blackbooked and ignored and neglected because of being married to someone that the company does not like. Like, that's just completely unfair. It's childish to me, honestly, to be that petty. So that's all I have to say about this. Honestly, I don't know how other people feel about this stuff, but me, I just feel like this is just so annoying to me. I've honestly realized I'm making more WWE videos lately because I feel like there's so many ideas coming to me when it comes to WWE. I think the next video I'm going to make is about the top 5 reasons why the women's division is going downhill, or why it is downhill. So just stay tuned for that.